him, they, those, he, her. I get that.
Because some people are they.
But people are having attitudes when you don't understand that. And I think that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the community, if you want somebody to accept you, you have to also be accepting of their ignorance. And I'm not getting that part. Like, if somebody is like, I don't know what that means, and you instantly catch an attitude because they don't know, or whatever, especially if it's something that no one's ever heard of. Nobody's talking about, oh, well, you know, I don't go to parties and people ask me what my pronoun is. I've gone to one, and I was like, I
went
know what
to
you
a
mean.
woman-centered university, and that's where I learned most of the things I learned about. The pronouns, the sexuality, the fluidity, and all that.
But see, not everybody's gone to a female university. And then you have men out here who have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to you guys, because I know y'all, you know, whatever.
It was expensive.
I just feel like there's a lot. It's becoming a lot.
But I learned about it, and I'm like, oh, I respect this. I like where this is going.
Also, I do believe that, like, we don't have enough examples on TV. Like, we're just literally getting the Pose. Thank you, Pose. There's a couple other ones. RuPaul did a special on Netflix that was awesome and amazing, and went through all of that.
How do you guys feel about, like, do you guys feel like there are still stereotypes on, like, the tropes on TV, like, when it comes to seeing
When was the last time you seen something that wasn't a stereotype?
There's
Name one.
still stereotypes.
Name one.
Have you guys seen a character? Have you guys seen a character on TV that represented the LGBTQ? That was like, oh, okay, this is kind of realistic in some way.
Like I just said, Pose. That was the first refreshing breath of air I've seen in a while. Yes, it's dated. It is dated, you know, because we're not talking. I mean, some of this stuff is like way back when a lot of people can't relate. But a lot of the things that you're seeing and you're hearing about are now, and just people stop talking about it.
But because this is so big and it may have been dated, but they're re-bringing it up now and making it, you know, stick. Like, okay, we're going to sit here and show you guys you know, of how everything was back then and how we feel and so forth.
It gives you a different point of view.
Yeah.
Queer Eye is also a good one. That the only thing that I love Queer Eye. Shout out to Queer Eye. They're great.
Okay,
And
so
then
I'm
you get
going
back
to
into
bring,
the
I'm
colorism,
going to
token
bring,
black person.
I'm going to bring you guys to. We're getting kind of like off of the feminism topic, but I'm enjoying where we're going with this.
That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to get off and come back.
I'm enjoying where we're going with this. So, do you guys feel like the black community got a lot of work to do when it comes to the community?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I had a best friend, and her mother was very. I'm gonna try and say this as clean as I can. Very church, you know, Baptist, you know what I mean. Very you know, holier than thou. Which I have no problem with that. I grew up in the church. Shout out the Lord. But her daughter was very gay. Very gay. Like, I don't even understand how it was a question. I mean, I consider myself, you know, not straight. But there was no way that you could talk to this young lady and not get that from her.
Like, whenever, didn't mean to interrupt. Just a quick snippet. Whenever I met her friend or whatever, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then whenever I met the mother, and the mother just seemed like, I know she knows it.
And it's not that I don't think she knows. It's just one of those stigmas
like,
in the black community where they're like,
but
we're not talking about it.
It's swept under the rug.
Yeah, but her mother refused to accept and believe what she sees and what she knows. She believes to accept it. So
I don't think it's that. I disagree. I don't agree. I think people make decisions to just not talk about things. And in this case,
That's kind of like therapy.
we had a conversation about it, and I said,
the black
why don't
community
you
don't
talk
want
to
to
your
talk
mom?
about sexuality or therapy.
But here's the funny thing. So we're sitting around, and we already know the situation with her mom, right? So we're sitting, she used to babysit. And she babysitted this little boy for a real long time. Little kid, about 5, 6. And we're sitting there joking around or whatever, drinking or whatever. And somebody mentioned, like, yo, he's acting real gay. Which, I hang around a lot of people, they say it. You kind of just say, I grew up around guys, so I get it. I get it. I know what you mean by that. I don't agree with it, but I'm going to let it slide. She turns and says, she calls him her son and she says, my son better not ever turn out to be no faggot.
Mm-hmm.
He better not ever turn out to like boys. I'm not with that faggot shit.
I was like,
now, coming from someone who I know for a fact is gay, I'm like, and I had to stop. I said, hold on, wait a minute.
But I'm sitting here thinking, like, how can you judge?
But it's a stigma. It's a stigma in the black community, and there's other communities too, that it's okay when it's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the men or a boy, it's like, ew, no, you better not.
Unacceptable.
And I don't get it. I don't get it. In the black community, unless you're snapping your fingers and popping your neck and you're fun, then it's
You can't be an introverted gay
you
person.
can't be a man.
An introverted and gay.
Yeah, I mean, because there's some
Because
you
they're
know,
considered weird.
there's some men out here that there's no way in the world you would even know. No, I love our community and I love my gay men because they are fun.
So I'm gonna dig even deeper.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so as a black woman
Mm-hmm.
who loves rap music,
Yes.
rap music has not been very kind
To
to take lightly to even just black women in general.
Mm-hmm.
So if we went even deeper, I know it
Black gay
has
women?
black gay women.
They all, remember we were talking about over-sexualization?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to that. So in rap music, we've heard, because, but when I was growing up, the WNBA wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really start, you knew lesbians and gays and whoever was out there. My parents talked.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never like talked about. It was all one of those, shh, she's one of those. So then the WNBA came out. If you played basketball when I was growing up, it automatically meant that you were gay. That you were lesbian because there's no way that a woman could play basketball and not be gay. So then we have all these rap videos. And they start making these slurs like, my girl like girls. Let's dissect that. My girl likes girls. How is she?
And
your
they
girl?
only
She
like feminine.
yeah, because
Mhm.
you've never seen, and I'm going to use this term loosely because I really don't like these. You heard of the studs and the femmes and the fem stubs and all that shit.
Because they came up with
The hard-looking male the male portrayed
Yeah.
females. I mean, could you imagine Young and May? And they talking about my girl like girls and they put her in there? That wouldn't happen, would it? No, there's no way. Or Queen Latifah from Saturday. I mean, not saying, whatever. There's no way. It's always, the Amber Rose looking ones. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying there's definitely a stigma. And it's
and a lot
always
of times the girls that
go
like
away
girls
like guys too.
And it's most of the time it's that bisexuality. It's
Right.
not an actual
Mhm.
lesbian.
It's
Because
not-
if your girlfriend likes girls, then that means your girlfriend is still with you. So technically your girlfriend is
Cheating.
not a lesbian.
She's bisexual.
Your girlfriend cheating on you, baby. She cheating on you with that nigga. She lied to you the whole time, so I'm lying.
Rob has a long way to go.
And I mean, when I was growing up, like, it took me a while to come out because I didn't know. I'm not even gonna lie. That wasn't a thing. It was like, I was a little bit of a...
Representation is barely here now, so it definitely was not there back
No.
then.
You know, because they all, you know, and then they started getting raunchy and they show, you know, the women making out in the pool and then they make out with the guy for some dumb reason. I don't get that. I mean, not saying that they should hate men. I'm just saying it's not realistic. You're not showing lesbians, you're showing bisexuals. That, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm just saying there's a big stigma in rap music that if you say lesbian, it's automatically a turn on, and they're like, oh, so you like girls? I like girls too.
And they be like, can you make out with your girlfriend?
Yeah, we've gotten that. Can you make out with him first? I'll wait. That's always a crowd pleaser.
I just thought of that Snow product video.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, no.
I've literally said that. I'm like, okay, we will, but you have to make out with him first.
Misogyny goes hard.
But it's
in
like,
rap music.
and then when you say that you're, you know, somebody will ask you, well, I mean, what are you, gay or something? No, I'm not gay. I am a lesbian. I eat fish every day, including Sundays. Oh, so you don't like men, huh?
And they think they can change your mind? Did you have someone
oh, honey, you don't even know. I've gotten, you know what you need? Wait, you know what you need? You need a big dick. That's what you need. No, that's not what I'm not even gonna go down that block with you. But no, I'm good. Nah, you just like that because you need a man in your life. That's what's up. That's what's wrong. Come on over here, shorty. I need to change your mind. You're not gonna change my mind. You're gonna push me deeper the other way.
I just want to straighten you out real quick.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. But yeah, they automatically think that if you say you're a lesbian, that you hate men, or this is a good one. I'm so sorry. What happened? What? Nah, I mean, you said you're lesbian, so something must have happened to you to make you not like men. I never said I didn't like men. I just don't want to sleep with them. That's what I'm telling you. You know, and then they be like, oh, you're one of the feminist lesbian types. That's two different things, but okay. Oh.
I would hate for
I'm
you
a
to
feminist
be,
lesbian type.
I would hate for you to be a lesbian and not feminist. Like
how does that? But I mean, I'm that type though. I'm a feminist lesbian type. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, rap music is a whole rabbit hole of misogyny.
And then it's funny, we go to clubs sometimes, and like, if there's a guy and he's cute, and I say something, and we're around a bunch of, you know, guys, and if I got like fit in some Timbs on, and I'm like, you know, nigga, get out, they'll literally look at me crazy, like, why are you looking at him like that? I never said I was a guy. I have eyes in my head, and if his body is right, I'm going to comment on it. I'm human. I don't know what you thought this was, but I can look. Now, if he looked back, I'd probably run away. But I can look. Nothing about being a lesbian for me has made me not like men. I just don't want to sleep with them. I'm not attracted to them like that. You know, I can look at I can go to a male strip club and appreciate the male physique. Like, yeah, he got 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? I get it. Nothing about that says I hate men. You know, if you tell somebody you're a feminist, they automatically think you hate men. I don't. If it wasn't for a man, I wouldn't be here, so I'm good. My father was a man. He was great.
A lot of the men hated a lot on Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion's WAP video because they said it was too sexy, it was vulgar, it was this, that, and the third.
Why? Because they were talking about the male.
But and because usually rap music is dominant. Well, rap music is dominated by men, and they're over-sexualizing women. So when 2 rap women decide to over-sexualize themselves, all of a sudden it's like, what are you guys doing? Why would
it's
you
kind
do
of
that?
like, remember when TLC came out with Girl Talk? And everybody was all up in arms, and they were like, oh my God, why are they talking about the men like this? They're fucked up. This is trifling. And I'm like, but y'all talk about women like this all the
we
time.
were seeing Little John from the windows to the walls.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't.
And then Petey Pablo came out with Freak a Leak, and we sang that.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaya came out with everybody's saying that, and if we wanted to go even farther back, there was Nelly and her song.
That's a woo, wow. Damn, you went there. Sheesh.
It's nothing new to be vulgar and to like accept
That's
your
funny because
sexuality.
people are like looking at Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, and
They
I'm
ain't
like,
do nothing
have
new.
y'all ever listened to Lil Wayne's lyrics? Like, have you ever just sat back and listened to what he's saying? And you really
But
gonna
if
judge
you
them for what
also-
they're saying?
If you also sit there and think about it, they are not Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion.
Megan, we love you.
You guys they are not the only people. They are not the first females who came out with like that in
I
the
mean,
video,
they're
because there's Little Kim, there's Foxy Brown. Don't let me finish.
I know.
I think
It's just we got two new ones.
yeah.
We got two new ones that are like,
people
yeah.
are like, they're such a bad role model for kids,
But
and I was
no,
like, kids,
but-
they wasn't singing like ABCs before they
Well,
came out.
that, I'm like,
Perfect.